I wanted to give you a quick video on our curriculum choices for 2016-2017. I have a 5-year-old. He started to learn to read last year and he's pretty much a fluent reader now. He took a real interest in it and just kind of, yeah, just really, really good and really, really enjoyed it. I just want to say some of the books that I'm using are sort of teacher lesson plans and stuff like that. Which are great, but the idea of home education is obviously that you can, you know, be a bit flexible and it's on their interests and bits like that. So I'm certainly not going to get stuck on lots of lesson plans. If he decides he's interested in a certain subject that's completely off a plan, then we will do that. So it's just really just a starting point for me, just to kind of give me some peace of mind really, and so I know kind of where I'm going. But yeah, I'll just show you what I've got. Okay, well we'll start with his daily calendar notebook, which is something I made. I couldn't find any templates that I liked online. We started this last year, so it's been well loved. I'm about to print out the pages again. As you know, you'll see it's not, the lamination's not great and it's kind of all sticking the pen. Anyway, so it's just really a case of writing in the day and the month and bits like that, and then over here is circling the date or writing it in and bits like that, and the seasons, or whatever season it is now, the weather, and a little tally chart just to give him an introduction into kind of tallying and bits like that. His favourite part is this part where you can dress the character for the day. He likes doing that. It's just stuck with blue tacker bits, but as I say, I made this. The idea of this, of course, is not to be bored of it and not to have to do it every day if he doesn't want to. The whole idea of learning for him at the moment is, you know, so that he enjoys it. I don't want him to feel like he has to do things and bits like that. The other extra little bits we do is we've got a journal here that he just writes in when he wants to. So this is standing on a bridge, and he does a little picture of what he's been doing and things like that. As you can see, it's not something that I correct his spelling and stuff like that. I just want him to enjoy writing and just get some practice in, really. And he can just do a little picture, like I say, in there. So that's quite cute. He enjoys doing that. And then over here, this is his nature journal, which I made for him. So we haven't got that much. We did, as I say, we did start this year, most of this last year. So he has, it's just basically we come across, I think, well, we found a bird's nest last year. So he wrote a little bit about birds and how we read a book, you know, and he wrote a bit about how birds' nests are made and things like that. So that's just a fun little extra thing. And he can just write a bit about tadpoles and stuff like that, which I think is really cute. So we just stuck some bits on there. He enjoyed decorating that with me. And we have a field trip journal here, which is a cute notebook from W.H. Smith's. And basically it's just, like, this one's Brocken Bonfire. This was last year. So we'll just carry on with this. It's kind of just a record of what we do, and it's kind of just a introduction into journaling and stuff like that, and we just put cute photos. It's just a nice memory. We also do something called post crossing. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that, which is basically you send postcards to different people and you get them back. We haven't actually got any back yet. We've sent one, but the idea was to stick one into the book and then send one. If I can show you actually, because we did send one, but we didn't actually get one back. So yeah, he sent one to someone in Russia, and then this is a copy. I always buy 2 postcards, so that's a copy of one of those, so that he knows what he sent, which I thought was a really cute project. But again, this is all optional. It's not something I'm going to sit and make him do. Now, here comes the lesson plan books. Now, as I say, these are, you know, I'm not going to sit there and do 100 lessons. If he's not interested in something, I'm not following them. The idea is to follow his interests. But there are quite a few, especially in this English one. There's actually a project on Tyrannosaurus Drip, which is the book, which I haven't actually got out here. But so it just gives you sort of lesson plans for the whole thing. If you want to use them, it's just handy to have a starting point and bits like that. And I actually got him this book to go with that first project, which was like, yeah, £2. from the work, so that's pretty cool, and there's some nice activities in there, so that should be fun. And we'll just see how we go throughout the year with using those. Again, same with the maths one. It just gives me an overview of how to sort of teach bits if I'm not too sure, and kind of just some ideas to, you know, make it a bit different and stuff. So also for maths, I'll do that now. Get that. So I've got a times table. We like these Carol Vorderman books. They're really good. I just find that they're really cheap as well in the work. So it's like £2 for these. They're quite, you know, simple to use. There's not too much work on each page. So we're going to start doing some times tables hopefully this year. Also, the big one for us this year, I would like to teach him how to tell the time, because he's shown a real interest in that. So yeah, we've got this little book here. There's a couple of lesson plans in that maths book as well that I can use. But yeah, I thought this was quite a cute book. And it goes through different times of the day, and then obviously goes on to actually telling the time. So, and I would like to get him some sort of clock, like a movable clock that we can use, which is one thing I haven't found yet. Maths Made Easy is another one we're going to use, which is not just times tables, but it's got these lovely stickers in here so that he can put them on the end of each page, which he quite likes. But some of these are quite simple bits, which would be just really revision for us. But yeah, again, they're really nice. They're simple to use. We really like those books. I also picked up this Times Table First Learning book, which is actually dry erase, and like children love doing dry erase, don't they? So I think he'll really enjoy doing that. And again, it's quite simple, and of course I can use that again for Ronnie if it comes to that, if he needs to use that. So also there's the science one, which I really like actually of these. There's some really nice bits in here. And I've already actually printed out some bits from these, which I could show you actually. So these are some of the printouts. I've got quite a few printed out, because in these books here, you can actually use a CD-ROM and print off some of the stuff. There's also stuff to do online, which is really nice. So there's bits about trees. There's also a really nice bit about animal hibernation. So when I went to a charity shop looking for books like we do the other day, there was this, A Bed for Winter, which is a DK book, which looks lovely, and it's all about hibernating animals and bits like that, which I think will be really good, and I think he'll enjoy that. Yeah, and we have computing, which is year 1 and 2, because obviously you don't do as much computing. Again, we'll see how we go with all of this. It's not, you know, set in stone what we're going to be doing. Another book that I've really enjoyed using is What Your Year 1 Child Needs to Know. There's some great sort of history bits in here, if I can find them. And geography bits, so you've got the continents and stuff like that. We've got our map to use for that, because he'll be focusing on that sort of thing this year as well. Just the general bits. There's some nice, it's got Aesop's Fables in here for English. It's quite a useful book. It's got a few bits on science, a few bits on maths. So I'm just going to pick and choose really. There's also some bits on artists. So we've got a nice artist book as well, which I didn't get out. But yeah, I'm going to see what sparks his interest and go from there. We've also got Our Island Story for history, which, having a read through, I don't think he's going to be ready for yet. I mean, I can read aloud to him anyway and see how we go with it. But, you know, we'll see. I'm not overly sure he's going to be into that yet. His sort of attention span for read aloud isn't, you know, too long at the moment, because he's only 5. So we'll see how we go. Just a bit of science there. I've bought these in the charity shop actually. Some lovely magnet experiments here, and also there's light and sound experiments and air and water experiments. I thought they were lovely, so we thought we'd do a bit of that for science, and we've got the magnets obviously to go with it. One of the other things, sorry if I'm not doing this in any order really, I'm just kind of, you know, giving you an overview, but this encyclopedia he absolutely loves. I'd recommend this to anyone. It was like £5 or something in WH Smith's, and we've read quite a lot of it already, but what you'll see inside is it has, when you've got a subject, so Useful Earth, you actually have these QR codes here, which I've downloaded the app for my phone. So we read through it, and it's not a great deal of reading, so it keeps him interested. And then at the end, he gets to scan the code and find out a little bit more about what we've been learning about. And he absolutely loves this book. I cannot say how much I would recommend this book. Also, we're going to be doing some cooking. This is just one of the little cookbooks we've got, just a few bits. We're also going to be making soup and stuff for winter, we thought, and bits of cooking like that, not just cakes and stuff. But that's a little cupcakes book, which is quite cute. I also picked up some of these in a charity shop. So this is like I can finger paint. I mean, we'll probably do these with Ronnie as well. But just a few ideas, and I thought actually he could start to read the instructions himself and actually do these sort of things by himself, because although they're simple ideas, they look really fun. So there's an I can crayon, I can draw animals, and drawing things that go. These weren't charity shop, these couple were ones I bought, but they're so lovely. It gives him, because he finds that when he's actually when he's actually drawing, he gets really frustrated that he can't draw the thing he wants it to look like. So with these, it's so simple, it's step by step, and he feels like he's actually drawn something that looks like what it should be, which gives him confidence and makes him love drawing. So these are great as well. On to his reading books. These books are great. They're really interesting. He's kind of like not on the simple books anymore. He kind of needs something a bit more. So I find these are great. The other thing, I'll put the links down below, or at least write them down below. We use Education City, which is a great learning app. Just for, you know, different bits, and it links to the curriculum and things like that. So that's great. And we also started to use the Khan Academy, which is sort of a free maths one, which you can kind of get bits online, and they send you emails and things like that to tell you how your child's doing and things like that. And it's more kind of like tutorials on YouTube and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. But Education City is amazing. He loves doing it. You can do it by the age and stage of your child. You know, they're fun things to do. They don't feel like they're sitting down doing work. It's just amazing. So he really enjoys that. Read aloud just quickly as well, which I kind of missed out. We're doing the Enid Blyton books now, because Steve's been reading the Roald Dahl books at bedtime, but we're kind of almost through those anyway. And then I started on the Enchanted Wood Tales, the Faraway Tree Tales, and he's really enjoying that at the minute. Another one I'd like to do is Charlotte's Web, but also we go to the library sort of once every 2 weeks, possibly more now, so that, you know, we get all these different books, and you know, we just see what sparks his interest. He can choose his books from the library. Yeah, anyway, I hope this video was helpful. It's kind of a bit of a mishmash, but it kind of gives you an overview of some of the things I'll be using. And yeah, we'll see how they go, and I'll update you through the year as to what's working out and what's not for us. Useful for you. It's a bit of a mishmash of different things. And I hope I kind of didn't flip from one thing to another too much. But anyway, you get the idea. That's kind of the stuff we'll be using. We have a massive library of books as well here. So anything he wants to learn, we can kind of pull out a book and go from there. And I'm sure things will come up during the year. Another thing I forgot to mention was Geography Club. That's once a month, and we pick a country between us for each one. So we don't pick that until the Geography Club before, if you see what I mean. So we never know which countries we're going to study, but that's really good. And yeah, again, Education City is really good. But yeah, apart from that, that's about it, and we'll update you through the year of, you know, to see what works and what doesn't, and just go from there really. I just want him to love learning. I don't want him to be pressured. That's not the idea of it. So if things don't work out, you know, I'm not going to rigidly stick to a book or anything like that. We'll see how we go through the year, and you will hopefully follow us on our journey. See you soon. Bye.